Okay, y'all with me? Is anybody here yet? I'm going to wait a moment because my computer... Okay, yay! All right, now I got to get Junkie Joe going again. I don't know what's going on. My computer just had issues. All right, so I'm loading Junkie Joe now. I see a few people here. Okay, so I went ahead and I stitched around this piece so that it was already done. And then I've started gluing while I was waiting for my computer to reboot. I've started gluing the pieces for the inside, okay? Yay, yay. All right, Junkie Joe, giveaway, open giveaway. Okay, so I still have the people that were in for the mop-up journal, mop-up pages already in the giveaway. So if you didn't enter the raffle already, do so. I'm going to quickly hurry and glue these panels on the inside. Basically, they're 8 3/4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. I'm going to get back to my chat again. Okay. My lighting changed. All my settings changed, so I'm going to have to refix all of that. Thank you that you love the cover. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Cheryl. By the way, if you've won a prize from me and haven't received it yet, make sure that I have your mailing address. I'll be mailing out tomorrow and Wednesday. Okay, I'm going to glue this one over here. And then we'll poke the holes, put the elastic in, and hopefully my computer will keep working long enough that we can do a flip through. And Robin, I don't know if you keep a list of the people who donated. I know that Norella did. I know that Margie did. And Suzanne did. So if you happen to know that, speak up in the chat. And Robin, if you could make a little note document of who donated and paste that into one message. Everybody speak up. If you donated, please speak up. Say, hey, I donated X amount of dollars. All right. So there's my cover that I made. And the back's plain. It's kind of patchwork. You could put pockets in here if you want. Okay, I saw it. Where is it? Last week after the live, I had to look everywhere for my little stamp. And I finally found it. All right, so I'm going to stamp here. And then I'll stamp each of the journals and sign those as well. 12, 13, 20, 21. The day we had internet issues, apparently, or computer issues. I don't know which. And this is the inside. I'm going to stamp it kind of up there. This year is almost gone, y'all. Isn't that crazy? Almost gone. Christmas will be here before you know it. What kind of kit do you want me to do next? You can feel free to send me a message here on YouTube or speak up today in the chat. You can come back after this video is over and leave a message in the comments section if you like. Love to know what you thought of today's journal. Okay, put this away. Put this away. All right, so I need to punch the holes and add the elastic. If we hadn't had all the technical difficulties, I'd be done. All right, so I've got my hole punch. Whoopsie. And I'm going to use my little template from earlier. Apparently throw my bone folder in the floor. So what I'm going to do is line this up on here. I'm going to get it in the center. And I need to make 3 holes. So 1 right there, 1 right there, 1 right there. And 1 right there, 1 right there, 1 right there. It helps to use a bold marker so you can see. And then I'm going to use my larger holes. If you want to put eyelets in them, you're more than welcome to do so, but you don't have to, in my opinion, if you use thick enough chipboard. Okay. Got a little. Okay. So now I'm going to take my elastic and start here. Go across. It helps too with the larger hole punch. Feeding it through is so much easier than when I use the smaller hole punch. All right. Thank you all for your help today and your patience during my live stream. All right, so I need to come down here and up to there. I'm hurrying, I'm hurrying. I don't want these super duper tight, but I don't want a lot of slack in them either. So I try to tighten that up a little bit. And then I like to tie this where I pull it just a little bit. But you can untie that if you need to adjust later on. All right, so here are the journal inserts. And I think I'm going to put this one in the front. So this will be number 1. This is going to be number 2. Try and get hold of that elastic. And then here's number 3. So this one's got a lot of ephemera looking stuff in it. Maybe not a ton of blank writing space. Alrighty, we need to pick the winner. Slow down. Okay. See that? Oh, you need me to do how to do the binding again. I have a tutorial, so you can go on to my Midori style. Not writing space. All right, so let's pick the winner of the mop-up pages and the journal card. So this stuff right here. Then we're going to do a flip through of the journal. And if you donated, Robin's going to shout out here in just a moment. All right, so let's pick the winner. Raffle! That should have worked. All right, pick winner. Let me make sure. Raffle. Giveaway. Pick winner. Lori Merchant! Congratulations, Lori! All right, so now I need to go right here and go here and type take me to Paris. I hope I spelled P-A-R-I-S. Did not spell that correctly, but now I have. And open giveaway. Alrighty. Congratulations, Lori! Alright, if you donated, you now have a chance to get in on the raffle. I know we had some issues. I apologize if you had to leave and didn't get to follow us over here. But if you did donate, enter now. Okay. All right, so I used a couple of different kits from Norella and my shop, and You should be able to get the links in the description box of this video. Robin may share some of them throughout the show today. And I'm sorry that we had technical difficulties. The cover is a 6x9 with a 1 3/4 inch spine. We did 3 signatures, which I believe had 7 or 8 pages each. We'll count them here in a moment. I used some scrapbook paper that I happen to have in my stash, cardstock for the cover inside, and then of course I did a little collage on the cover. This is from Take Me to Paris. I may also have Take Me to Paris and Dreaming of Paris is another kit that was a freebie that I used some of the images, as well as the Shabby Chic and the Enchanted Rose. This is from her Allure, and basically I wanted to have some different sizes, so I printed one of the journal pages. I shrunk it down to be an 8x10 piece of paper, so it was a little bit smaller and had a little bit of a border, so you get that look of the different sizes. And then on the back side, I just printed one of the digital prints. So if you got scrapbook paper, just cut it down a little bit smaller. Here I used a Junior Legal notepad and sprayed it with Tattered Angels. And then I used the Flower and Vine stencil. I also went around the edge with the Sun Kiss cube, one of those stamps. And then these little tray madams, I think it is. Dude, well, I just did the Route 66 journal. I just did a Route 66 journal. I'm going to do something else. Layering stamping in the background. That's the Bella Rose stamp. This is the Eiffel Tower on another piece of paper and glued on top. Another Bella Rose, and I just colored them with some Tattered Angels. I can't tell you. Yeah, I did it. You were on a trip. You were out of town. And then here I just used washi tape. So we had this little flap piece. You can always change it too, where it comes this way. And this was some dyed paper. And I tried to use, different little tabs and pieces. Rubber stamping. This is the parents' cancellation, and then that's the large fleur-de-lis. This is one of Norella's digital prints that she made for the Enchanted Rose on the backside of a calendar. Journal with hearts. Pets, someone says. I don't think I have a journal with hearts. I would have to, I don't know, kind of look to see between the kits. I don't think we've ever used hearts really. And I don't even have that many rubber stamps. This was some 7 Gypsies paper. This is the same that's on the front cover. And I made her because this page got ruined. So I wrapped this around so that I could make a pocket. But I still wanted her to be a part of the page. So I just printed just that piece. So if you could glue that right on top. But I wanted it to be able to come out. You love cutting hearts out of scrapbooking paper? Yeah. That's the center of the journal. And using the different fabrics. Oh, do it in only like 3 colors, Norella says. Eclectic journal. Well, that's kind of what I do now. This was all purples, blues, and pinks. They're the same color family. I like the variety of the blue every once in a while. The coffee dyed paper. And then this old vintage book page that, that color on it. Throwing it out there. A little Papa Teal again. Papa Teal! This just needs to be worked back and forth so it'll move a little bit more freely. But I just add one of the Beeline Design stamps there. All black and red or black and pink. I think I like black and pink. I think I could do that. I don't have that much red, but pink I could do. And then here's the next journal. So the first page I cut off so it's shorter. And then we have the wallpaper with a belly band that also has a pocket here so you can put stuff in there. And then on this side, we kind of did a little collage with rubber stamps, images. And then this was a scrap from the cover. And I just sewed a little piece of fabric. And this is one of Norella's. This is a mop-up page from spraying Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists. Oh, a charming forest. Yeah, yeah. I love black lace. Fairy tales. That might be something for later on, fairy tales. I may have to work to put that together. May work with Norella because she needs some more fairy tale or fairy things. This was scrapbook paper, and I just was having fun layering the different papers on top. Yes, some of the pages may be busy, but I think that would be fun. And then this was the map. So if you didn't see this earlier, I went to the Library of Congress. And I think what I may do is make a little bundle of a freebie for my YouTube donators on my website that you'll get these pages that I used today. I'll have them set up the way that I use them because I've got them on my computer in there. So you can play with them and do your own thing. And then this is from the Enchanted Rose kit. Isn't the map fun, Norella? I thought that was kind of fun. We need to do some more of that in your stuff. And that was from the Library of Congress. If you want, I'll send it to you. Oh, dear. Oh, yeah, the pansy kit is pretty. Yes, it is. And then this was an envelope that I glued to the page because that other side of the page got damaged because it got water spilt on it. And I sprayed it with Tattered Angels. I stenciled with Distress Oxide. Then I rubber stamped over it. And then I glued a napkin to it. And then I made this journal card. This was a scrap from one of the pages that got wet. This is the 1912 stamp and the France stamp. On the back side, I used the Eiffel Tower Large, Paris Memories, and the fleur-de-lis. So you've got some writing space here. This is from one of Norella's kits too. So I'll put this back in here. And it just happened to work out that this page is the same size, but I still kind of like that look when you get to it. We've got a journal card in here. This was, again, spraying some Tattered Angels onto a book page that I rubber stamped on top of, and then I used some different elements. This is from Enchanted Rose, the Bicycle Duo, Never Stop Exploring. And then that was the Almost Fleur-de-Lis stencil. And this is the Paris, what is this one? Oh, it's back here. That one's called De Paris Duo. There you get these two stamps. Some of these I didn't even use. I was trying to use as many stamps as I could to make it all different. The fleur-de-lis. Little flowers. This is another one of those book pages that I got from the Library of Congress. And then here's one of the images from Norella that got wet. And so I made it into a pocket. And over here, I sewed some lace down onto the page. And then this is one of those little tear-off pages that I put down in there. And this is from the Daydreaming kit. Here's a envelope that I used that same little trio of ladies. And it's got two little journal cards inside there. All right, I'll put, and this was a doily that I put on top of a mop-up page. And then this is a pocket here. That's the wallpaper page. And we sewed a page here. And then this was a mop-up paper page. I just thought it would be fun to have in here just for some color, especially behind one of the Eiffel Tower images. And then here's the short page. And then here's the cover. So here's the last one. This is from the Dreaming of Paris kit, as well as that one. And I may have used the same image on the front. I did. How funny. So this is the same image here and here. That's funny. Oh, and I used the same image over here too. That's hilarious. I didn't plan it that way, but that's what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to look like that. That's funny. And then the mop-up page, or dyed page. This is a little envelope. I kind of went over it earlier, but I made a little card to go inside. And then on this side, I used the new rubber stamped image. And I made a little altered paper clip with some lace. And I just paper clipped it to the page that has the little angel on it. So I'm just going to paper clip it back on there. And on this side, I used some washi tape. And I didn't glue it down, so I know washi tape isn't permanent. I left it like that so that if you wanted to see the image behind, you could. If you want to use a different paper, you can. Here, I just stamped on top of those tear-off notepads. We did some spraying in the background there. Another one of the calendars. Norella's images here. I've got a top tuck spot. Sometimes those work, sometimes they don't. Another one of Norella's images. And here it got wet, so I just put a little bit of lace on there to help cover that up. I use a lot of Norella's digitals today. So this I made a little cluster on the back side. These were some pieces that got wet on part of it. I had a piece of scrapbook paper in the background. I made a little pocket. And this is from the Daydreaming kit. And I folded the page back where it got ruined. So I cut off part of it and made a pocket. And then I used that rose stamp again. And I made a tall, skinny little card. I think it's 8 by 3 inches. I think that's right. Yep. Maybe a little bit shy of 3 inches. So it would fit in here. And then one of Norella's images. And I added the stamping on top of some scraps. And added the fabric. So I scrunched the fabric into some glue. And then on the back side, I just lightly glued my lace. And then I stitched through all of it once. And I tried to use different prints so they kind of got a little bit of a variety when you look through the journal. And a little tag from Norella. And this is funny that I used the same page. Love the ruffles. Aren't they pretty? They're just soft, pretty little ruffles. Fluffy! Oh, you like it, Norella? Yay! Well, thank you. I was trying to do something different. I like the way that looks. I should have put the pink one in the middle because this has got more pink. And these got this purple on this side. And then here's what the cover looked like. So you got pinks and purples. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. The peachy color, yeah, just adding a little bit of peachy with it. Yeah. Gorgeousness, Sonia. Oh, thank you. Inspiring me to use your Parisian stash. Well, get it out and use it. Hey, remember the things that I showed today, you should be able to get the links in the description box below. And Norella and I and Beeline Designs, Beverly, we really appreciate your support. And, you know, the purchase that you make are helping us, small women-owned businesses. So if you're going to buy something, use our links and buy from us, pretty please. All right. So my nose itches now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I'm glad you like it. So we've got some ideas of, I'll kind of putter around here. Maybe Robin took notes of what people's ideas were for the next theme. I just did a winter kit. I'm thinking, well, we'll look. We'll see. All right. Woohoo! Ada, good job. Nope, she did not take a list. She didn't pay attention. All right, so let's do the giveaway. So the winner, let me see, let me read off everybody. We got Suzanne, Tanya, Ada, Norella, Robin, Janice, Ruby, Lori, Margie, and Nadine. Yeah, Margie, Nadine. Yeah, I think everybody's in that donated earlier. So I think we're all good. Come on, Junkie Joe! And the winner is Tanya Chan! Woot woot! She really wanted this journal. Her, did you say your daughter? I think she said her daughter graduates next year. And her name, or daughter or granddaughter, is Paris is her name. So she wants to make a Paris journal. Well, I already made it for you. Your niece, that's what it was. Okay, I couldn't remember if it was niece, granddaughter. Well, there you go. Woohoo! Well, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and putting up with the computer issues. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much. Can't believe it. Woo woo, Tanya. I'll go back and kind of look at this. Your cookies smell good. I bet, Lori. I want to make some cookies. Perfect choice, Junkie Joe. I'll look at the list of ideas that y'all want me to play with. I'm still trying to clean up, put some things away. So now I have all these little extra goodies here that I'll have to do something with, you know. And I still didn't do everything I wanted to do in this journal, but I did a lot of fun things. I hope you enjoyed this. You're very welcome, everybody. I'll see you next week. And whew, this year is almost over. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Wow. Cats, 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 Margie says. Crafting disaster. Tammy, thanks for being here. Y'all have an amazing day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lots of love to each and every one of you. Y'all have an amazing rest of the week. And we'll see you next Monday. Bye, everybody.